Lots of cars on the grid today. Make sure you steer clear of any incidents going into turn 1.
Hello all, Karl here, and welcome to an F1 2019 online race. Today we are on Silverstone, we're in the Williams car, so here come impending toothpaste jokes, ladies and gents. And most of all, I'd like to meet the steward who thought that grid position was a good idea. Anyways, 5 lights are on for the British Grand Prix, and away we go. Pretty decent start. It's been an incredibly shocking start for that McLaren. Goodness me, don't know what's going on. But the Toro Rosso's got a lightning start and barges his way through, as does the Mercedes. Didn't really barge his way through. We just bottled it wide, and now there's cars spinning everywhere. Toro Rosso's everywhere. We brake a bit late. We get clouted. We spun out, and we're just being pushed along here. And that's not very epic at all. I think it was the McLaren from earlier coming back for vengeance. But that leaves us in P13. Unlucky for some, but I reckon we should hopefully be absolutely fine. So coming down this first straight then, we are going to get swamped by a Haas car as well. Absolutely awful stuff. Down the inside he goes. We try and hold it around the outside, but it is not to be. And him and the Toro Rosso are now going to be duking it out, which is great fun. So we have to sit back and watch, which is not very fun at all. I just want to be in the midst of the action. Instead, we feel like a sunbather at Antarctica. To our right, we see a wayward Mercedes almost completely destroying half of the field. But we're going to go down the inside of the Haas car here. Slipstream and whatever. High ERS probably. Doesn't matter. We take esports line on the exit. And a Toro Rosso, for some reason, goes into the pits. Interesting. I didn't think damage was on personally. But apparently it is. So he has pulled into the pits. And the Haas car is trying to get us again on the last corner this time, but we set the best last sector of the race. It's only lap 1, granted, so don't read into that too much, guys. However, because other people are bottling it, like this Renault up ahead, we are making up positions big time. Up into the points we go. There we are. 10th place. Very nice. Through Cop. Small lift as the guy ahead here, Nong Lob. You can probably guess what that means if you swap some letters around. However, the team at Williams here are going to go full send. So through this sector, this little section actually, Cops, Maggots, Beckett's, we are absolute missiles. And so as we come through onto the straight, we are going to pull to the outside as he's going to try and cover the inside. But it doesn't matter because we are just going to sweep clean round him. We have the longest lob. And that is us up into P9. Look, okay, we don't need to talk about that track extend, guys. Listen. Talking of non-lobs, Ricky Hard's made a mistake. We are so opportunistic down the inside. That is fantastic stuff to take P8. Bit of a power slide as well for some flair, but that is amazing stuff. Bit later into lap 3 then. There's a Red Bull up ahead, and hopefully we can size up a big move on the... Oh, well, that was easier than I thought. P7, very nice. We must be the fastest car on the circuit right now. We've caught up to yet another racing pleb. We set the best last sector of the entire race. This Red Bull looks pretty ropey as we cut turn 1 pretty fine. We're going to brake, same point as we always do. End of that curb, turning in 3rd gear and...
So long, Bowser.
Oh no, he's gone as well. Apparently we hit him. Sorry, mate. Well, look, at the end of the day, sacrifices were made. It's P4. We're well on track. End of lap 4 then, and we've caught up to yet another car, an Alfa Romeo, but it is on medium tyres, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. But we are setting very consistent pace, and we're doing a great job, so therefore we are, well, probably the fastest car on the circuit, not to blow my own trumpet, of course. Closing up to this Alfa Romeo then. Sector 1, try not to go wide on these turns, just try and graze the curves if you can. Try not to take too much of the outside curb here. On the throttle as soon as you can in a straight line, and then DRS. Generally, if I have DRS, I just turn the ERS down if I'm not close enough, just so I can save some battery. But this guy is looking a bit ropey at the moment, and his medium tyres don't look very much in check, as that is some interesting creative interpretations of the track limits right there. We don't need to talk about... Actually, no, we will. That is absolutely shocking. Regardless, we sail onward onto lap number 6, and because of DRS and a bunch of other things, we've set the fastest lap of the race at 30.5 in a Williams car, although to be fair, it is equal performance, so I can't really brag about that. For God's sake, I just want one bragging right. Look, the point is, at the moment, I think we're quite quick, and even though we are sliding a little bit, we just need to keep our focus and make sure we get a good run at this car up ahead. ERS, DRS, all of the RSs, overtake mode, quickly turning it down into none, faking to go to the inside from about a mile away. He absolutely bricks it, and I brick it thinking he'll sail inside. So I'm like, do you know what? Do you know what, ladies and gents? I'm going to go round the outside of this guy, and we do it. Round the outside, we are clear ahead. Fantastic stuff. And he's got a good run, actually, because we didn't get the best one, admittedly, and he had slipstream. So we do break a bit earlier. He kind of barges us, turns in on us a little bit. That wasn't very nice, but he does get back ahead of us. That's annoying. So through Maggots and Beckett's, we do like saving ERS, and it seems to be a good section for us. Take lots of this curb if you can, but get the best run possible. That was immense stuff there. And as you can see, DRS is going to help assist us past him, clean as you like a powerboat. We muscle our way past into P2 of this race, as I think someone pitted up ahead. Very, very, very good stuff. And he even pulls into the pits. He admitted defeat that much. He just had to pit from embarrassment. That is absolutely comical. And then nothing happened for the rest of the next lap. Can the Williams team perform a good pit stop? Onto our pit box straight away, going onto the medium tyres to fit. Oh my fuck. Well, thanks to the team's incompetence, not only are we on the hard tyre, but we've been undercut by the guy we overtook literally 2 laps ago. Like, honestly, it's not going very well, guys. But the important thing is, never give up. And that's exactly what we are going to do. We are going to close in on this Alpha, get the overtakes done. Let's begin.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
Jeff, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're on the hard tyres. I repeat, the hard tyres. We are not going out any f***ing tyre wear. Whoa, Nelly, off he goes. He's just slid it completely. That left-hander is his kryptonite this race. And we sweep on round the outside this time. The gap was there, and we are now into P3 once again. But the other two are a mile up the road. No idea how we're going to catch them. Another lap passes, going through cops, and once again, looking behind us, there are some creative interpretations of track limits. And on to lap 11 now, and you can see we've caught the front two at a massive rate of knots here. The Ferrari and the McLaren are going at it here. You'd expect the McLaren on the softer tyres to have got through instantly, and he has there, as you can see, completely swept past, but the Ferrari here seems to be all over him despite that. I don't know if they're slowing down for each other deliberately. What a conspiracy that would be. But it's a ding-dong battle up ahead as a result. Position 1 and 2 changing back and forth constantly. And we're getting ever closer, but as a result, we're having to slow down. And that means the Alpha behind us can keep up, which is not good at all. Into the third sector of the same lap. Again, positions changing as we... Esports line. The McLaren seems to have the lead, but no! No, he's off. He's spun across the infield. Unbelievable stuff. The Ferrari might well have tapped him like I did to the Red Bull earlier, but we will gloss over that because that was ages ago now. But unbelievable. To much more drastic consequences, we have been promoted to P2 in this race and could well be on course for the win on hard tyres in a Williams car. Unbelievable stuff. I've said that word too many times, but we carry on through this first sector. It's all very clumsy, but oh, the Alpha's going for the move. We turn in. I just didn't see him go for the move, and that was it. I've actually spun him out. That's actually quite embarrassing. Let's not talk about that. Alex Hill, it's on. This is it then. One final lap after these sequence of corners to try and take the lead off the Ferrari driver and win this race. This is going to have to be the drive of the century here because it's hard tyres against mediums. It's equal performance, so I can't even use that as an excuse, but he's already escaped 1,000,000 miles. Medium tyres giving him the traction he needs, but now it's our job to try and stay close enough to get DRS off him, and he goes into this left-hander a bit too far to the inside and on the outside on the grass, and so we get incredible acceleration here. DRS wide open, high on the ERS. He's going to defend to the inside. We fake to the outside, try and go for that inside gap, and we get it just about, but our hard tyres just not wanting to grip. He therefore gets the correct line, and that is us back down into P2. His racecraft does actually seem pretty good as we are now bottling it. Come on, Carl, what are you playing at, fella? Luckily, there's still half a lap to go, so let's not lose too much hope yet. Through cops, can we take it? Well, sponsored by TM at Marduk. Through Maggots and Beckett's then, my favourite section of the track personally is you can just throw the car in and it flies through like a flying fish. Take lots of curb on both these corners here, but we don't take it on the right-hander, but we get a good enough exit. We've set ourselves up close in the slipstream with ERS and DRS being deployed at a rate of knots. He covers the inside. We're going to go round the outside, and that is it. That is the lead of the Grand Prix with a matter of corners to go. What a result this would be, covering the inside. We get our braking horrendously wrong. He gets the cutback. We try and hold the inside, but he taps us. Well, we tap him, to be honest. But that is it. P2. So close, and yet so unbearably far. Absolute shocker from us. Oh, dear. Oh, good grief. That is not how you take the last corner, guys. Okay, on the positive side of things, we started all the way down at the back of the field, and we've ended up second place on a compromised strategy in a toothpaste car. So that is, in my book, pretty fantastic. Also, kudos to the Ferrari in first place. Monsieur Alex Hill, have a biscuit. Go on. He was extremely opportunistic. He was switchback merchant of the century. So fair play to him. Very good job. Congrats on the win. He probably won't watch this. But, well done you. Good job. And I think that about wraps it up for this one. So thank you all ever so much for watching this video of me bottling it on the last corner. If you did enjoy regardless, slap a like on the video, hit subscribe, and do hit that notification bell, because honestly, it does help me out a great deal and means a bloody lot to me. So if you could do that, that would be very nice of you. Also, I have Twitter and Instagram. They are both at KarlsCars YT. Links are down below. Give them a follow. It will be very, very good fun, I do promise you. Until the next video, whatever it may be, thank you all ever so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you very soon.